everybody? It's Tyler with Porous Pros and Projects, and today we've got the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Thank you guys very much. This whole video, this giveaway, is thanks to all of you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel, and I've enjoyed all the interaction I've had with you thus far. We want to keep the channel growing. I know I'm a little late on the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. My bad, I've just been really busy. So let's go over this bag and all the contents that you're going to get with it. Now for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, I'm wanting to do just a get home bag, just kind of some generic supplies. Obviously all of it's on a budget, that's what this channel is about. Alrighty here, so the basics. We've got this little knife right here, it's sharp, you got about a 4-inch blade, nice little grip on it. And you got this plastic sheath right here, which you can just throw onto your belt, it works pretty good. So there's cutting. Now let's see here, for combustion, what you're gonna have is a Zippo lighter, a Bic lighter, wrapped up with some duct tape. It's a convenient little storage place, and that'll help for many other things. And then back up here is some hair ties around a couple boxes of Strike Anywhere matches. And they're wrapped up, try to make sure they don't get wet. Okay, so there's combustion. Now for cover, you're gonna have an emergency poncho, and it's already in this little bag right here. You just fold it out when you're ready to use it. Now we have a container. This is a stainless steel water bottle. I got it from Goodwill, it's just $1. But you can boil water in this and make it drinkable. I'm not gonna send out any water. I would suggest you put water in the pack once you get it, just because that's more weight, higher shipping cost. Now, also we gotta have some cordage, which is right here. This is a 50 feet of 550 paracord. Okay, so that covers our 5 C's of survival. We got cutting, combustion, cover, cordage, and container. Alright, but what's the other stuff? Well, if you're out and about and have a medical emergency, right here I've got a little first aid kit I threw together. It's got some tape, it's got a couple sterile gauze rolls, it's got some antibiotic ointment, and these self-adhesive wraps right here. They're great for sprained ankle or really anything else. You can use them to pull wounds together. And got some super glue. That's good for improvised stitching on yourself. Also medical, going to be including a trauma dressing. And this right here you can use for many things. You can even use it for an improvised tourniquet. And if you don't know how to use it, it has instructions on the back. Okay, so there's medical. You can also use that to repair gear. Speaking of repairing gear, if you're on the go, you rip your backpack, your pants, whatever, you got super glue, you got duct tape, and going to include a miniature sewing kit. This has needles, this has a bunch of different thread, it's got clothespins, it's got buttons, basically everything you're going to need just to get home and just to sew your stuff up. Speaking of getting home, here's a lensatic compass. I've used these, they work. And if you're heading home and you spot something you want to remember, if you have anything to write down, got a little notebook with a pen and a pencil in here. Also, you never know if you're going to need an extra pair of socks, so I've included an extra pair of socks. And if you're trying to leave a trail for somebody to follow you or to help find you, you can maybe ride on a broke down car. Hey, I'm so-and-so and I'm headed this direction, so here's a Sharpie to help do that. Now, it's summertime, so I'm going to include a tube of sunblock as well, because getting really badly burnt on the way home is not what we're trying to do. If you end up going for a while, you might need some calories, so of course, honey roasted peanuts, and this right here is about half a pound of peanuts. For one, they're delicious. For two, there's over 1,000 calories in this little container for not a whole lot of weight. Now, if you're allergic to peanuts, don't be an idiot, eat these and die, and then get mad at me. It's not my fault if you're dumb. Now, Jolly Ranchers, just a little bit of morale, some hard candy to have with you on the road. Now, if you end up having to stay the night somewhere, you've got your emergency poncho, and here is a little Bass Pro flashlight. It's LED. I'm going to have batteries included, so you can have a light source. Speaking of a light source and a improvised heat source, here are 2 5-hour emergency candles. I've tested them. They do run for 5 hours, and they can be extremely helpful in a situation. All right, guys, keep in mind that this is a get home bag. This is not a end of the world run to the woods for a week and live off of everything in one pack. This is a small, lightweight setup that shouldn't be too cumbersome if you have to walk a few miles. And everything fits in here. You'll have a little room if you find something along the way that you want to pick up. The zipper with the little red piece of t-shirt right there, that's a good way to let yourself know, hey, this is where my medical is. If the red stuff is coming out, pull the red zipper. In the main compartment, I don't know if you guys can see right there, you still have a ton of room if you were to find something along the way, or if you do what I suggest, which is to get at least 2 bottles of water. The season we're in right now, realistically, if you could put at least 4 bottles of water in here, it'd be really helpful, especially if you have to walk some distance to get to where you're going, if your vehicle breaks down or if gridlock traffic and you have to walk. Just something to think about, guys. So the big benefit of this bag right here for right now is that this bag with all the contents currently in it, which there's no water in there, there's a container for water though. So before water, this bag only weighs about 4.5 pounds. So that is really light. And you're like, hey, the bag is like really little. Yeah, it is little, because it doesn't take up much space in your car, and when you go to put it on, it's high and tight. You can walk around with this all day, and it's not gonna be too cumbersome. So if you want to win this bag from Poors Preps and Projects, just go ahead and type in Poors in the comments. Poors. To be entered in to win, we'll have another video coming out to pick the winner. Guys, get prepared, no excuses. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Have a nice day.